And good morning. It's Friday. Everybody ready for the weekend? It has arrived. The rain has moved out. We'll give you the complete forecast coming up in a few moments. And I think Debbie and I both have this cough, so beware today. We'll do our best to get through it. All right. As we begin today, cold outside. We have a 33 wind chill right now. The official temperature is 38 with a wind chill of 33. So cold. We will get to 50 before it's all said and done. We'll look at that in a moment also. Morning, Tommy Ainsworth. Hope you're feeling good also. Send out to Collinsville now and check in with the church. See what Collinsville Baptist has got to tell us today.
Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? Well, the telltale sign is whether or not you're carrying your cross with you. You see, Jesus tells us in Matthew 16 that that's a requirement for His followers. Just as He carried His cross to the crucifixion, we must carry our cross. In other words, we must crucify our fleshly desires if we're ever going to follow Him. You see, Jesus is asking for total devotion, total submission to Him. That's what it means to be a follower. And we must crucify our flesh daily. That's why we got to always carry that cross with us. Are you totally devoted to Jesus? Are you denying your fleshly desires? Have you taken up your cross to follow Him? Then want what He wants, love what He loves, go where He says go, and do what He says do. As that old hymn said, take up thy cross and follow me. I heard my Master say, I gave my life to ransom thee. Surrender your all today. Wherever He leads, I'll go. Wherever He leads, I'll go. I'll follow my Christ who loves me so. Wherever He leads, I'll go. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Always a good word that comes from Collinsville. Hope you enjoy that as much as I do every day. As we turn to look at radar this morning, let's just take a sneak peek of what's out there as we go across the sky. Off to our east in Georgia. It'll be the east side of Alabama. A little bit of rain there in the Dothan area up to Columbus, Georgia. Heavier rain around Augusta this morning. And a little bit there going through Gainesville if you've got to be traveling in that direction over the weekend. So be careful. Nothing major in these areas. All of the bad stuff is above us. Now, maybe after lunch before everything kind of thaws out. Still cold. If you're going to the northern part of the state, still use caution. A bunch of snow, a bunch of ice has gone through those areas. So we definitely want those to be watched carefully in North Mississippi as we look at that. All right, let's get into the forecast. Find out a little bit more this morning of what's going on. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we turn to our forecast today, 1990 was the record high. 84 was what was set that day. That was 1951. It would set the cold record at 9 degrees. Brr. That was a cold one for us, was it not? Across the area today, expected to be 51 in Meridian. We're looking for Philadelphia to be 50, Eupora, somewhere around 45 today. 56 in Hattiesburg, but we will have some wind chills to deal with. That's not quite over yet. As we look to Alabama, we show that Tuscaloosa is sitting at 49 today for high, 51 in Demopolis. Selma, we hit about 53, and as well, we get about 49 degrees there in Livingston, Alabama as well, if you're going to be in that area today. Keep that in mind. What's happening with the temperatures as we look over the next few days? This is what we've got. Still warm, still across the state. We do see a cooling trend back out in California starting to make its way into Texas. Hadn't made it there yet, but maybe. Let's look at our 7-day forecast now. Here's the forecast for today. 50. Tonight's low, bitter cold, 26. Do not forget that. As we look to tomorrow, Saturday will be 57, a nighttime low of 36. Everything changes on Sunday and goes back to a warmer temperature. We'll see 64 on Sunday, down to 40 that night. And for the rest of the week, we got 70s. Look at that. Warm, warm, and warm. Now, as we look all the way through the 17th, we're still warm. We're showing 70 on the 16th, 65 on the 17th. So no changes just yet. Y'all expect a very warm winter. This is what we got when it comes to fishing today. The best time is going to be 10 o'clock this morning until noon. 12 to 2, 12 to lunch is the best time to go fishing today if you're going to be out and about. So good luck to you. Hope you can catch you one there. Brought to you by Chet's Paint and Body. Debbie will be in just a moment as we get ready for the morning show. A lot to go over of what happened last night, yesterday during the day. We've got all the details. Make sure to join us. It kicks off at 7 o'clock this morning. Scotty Ray and Debbie. Join us.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: